Hello, Professor. My name is Elvin Ibragimov, and this is my presentation. So I chose, for my final project, I chose brewery data. I found this data in Kaggle website. So this project's goal was to analyze a sizable data set from a brewery by using big data tools and techniques, particularly Hive and Spark. Uh, the brewery operations data set can be found at GS, Final Project Brewery, Brewery Data, Complete Extended CSV, and includes a variety of information. The project's objectives are to use Spark for data processing, analysis, and visualization after Hive is used for data cleaning. The approach methodology, difficulties encountered, and solutions put in place during the project are all described in the report. So this was my introduction. The ultimate objective is to extract valuable knowledge from the brewery data, eliminating the variables affecting output, caliber, and market dynamics. The rigid methodology is necessary to create efficient data processing pipelines in the brewer industry, just as it is for algorithmic trading strategies. So I chose this data because first, it was appropriate for my research. It was 1.6 gigabytes. And also, I was interested in researching this data about the different beverages and what we can conclude out of this data and how we can help our stakeholders to use it and all my analysis and how can they extend and improve their business. So next slide is I did uh, first I actually downloaded this data set on Kaggle, and then I've imported this in buckets. Uh, it's called Final Project Brewery bucket, and I imported this CSV file. And after that, I actually created Dataproc VM instance. Uh, and I started doing Hive manipulation there. So I started cleaning data, and as you can see on screenshots, this file is 1.6 gigabytes. So the action lists were taken. First, I found the data set. I created the final project brewery bucket. Now you can see the link to this data set, and the next slide is cluster that I've created. It's called Hive cluster, and I loaded it into a Hive through SSH in VM instances. And after that, mm, I tapped to SSH and I started doing my Hive queries. So I was actually managing missing values, and I was making sure to guarantee accuracy and consistency to check the data quality. You can actually see the screenshots. So as you can see, firstly, I started uh, the command Hive, and after that, I put create database if not exist brewery data uh, DB. So I actually created database uh, to make the research, and I used this database. And after that, I started to create external table. Um, so I actually included all the columns, and I've described them as it is integer or string or double, as you can see. Uh, and this is the ending of my command, raw format, delimited fields terminated by uh, comma, location, and this is my location. I changed the location because I had problems, I had errors when I was trying to uh, locate it into my original location. Uh, it wasn't going through. So actually, after that, I created a table, clean brewery data, so that um, I can actually use clean brewery data. Sorry. Yes. And as you can see, it's actually uh, I ran the code, everything was all right. So I inserted override table. I select distinct star from clean brewery data. So I was to clean the data. As you can see, yes, this was the comment. Where batch ID between lower bound and upper bound. So I've actually selected this column so that it can actually start to measure it from lower bound to upper bound, so that I can know what to do with this column. But actually, uh, it didn't go through. So I proceeded with creating table final clean brewery data and I started to cast all the columns again, using different function as cast, and I was again marking them as double, integer, and string. So after that, as you can see, uh, it ran, and after that, I inserted the override table again. This name, I chose this name. So yeah, as you can see, everything ran. Yes, I inserted the override table, clean brewery data, because I wanted to make sure that there was no missing values or some mistakes again. So I actually started using this function called lesson. And yes, and I actually got something out of that, as you can see. And the last thing that I did, I inserted override table. I selected upper batch ID as batch ID, brew date, brew, everything, like all the columns, and I got something. So it was actually right. And the final thing that I did is I just inserted again the final clean brew data, and where batch ID is not null and brew date, and it's more than 0, so that there will be no 0 values. Yes, and this is the output. So yeah, then I started to use Spark for my processing. So the data transformation. Uh, so complex data transformations such as feature engineering and aggregations were carried out using Spark. As you can see, I imported pandas as PD so that it would be more comfortable to clean the data. So this is my data in the Jupyter lab. I printed clean data. So yeah, this was my output, all the data as you can see. The next, complex queries. I created and carried out intricate queries to clean insightful information, statistical analysis to find patterns and trends in the data set. Statistical analysis was done. So yeah, as you can see, I did the statistical analysis as well. So next, advanced analytics to gain a deeper understanding. Advanced analysis techniques were applied. Yes, once again, complex query. I grouped the data. I cleaned the data by beer style, fermentation time. I chose these two columns so that I can know the average, mean, printed it, and after that I started doing visualization by importing matplotlib pyplot as PLT. So I chose frequency. No, I chose volume produced, sorry, and I chose histogram for that. So yeah, as you can see, this is the histogram that I got. Um, so yeah, after that, Apache Spark was used for the cleaning, analysis, and visualization of the data. So after that, I included this function from sklearn model selection, import train test split, sklearn linear model, import linear regression, sklearn metrics, import mean squared error. So I actually wanted to create linear regression. So I put these values X and Y so that I can define temperature and pH level. I chose these columns. So after that, I put this function. I did test size 0.2, random state 42. It was the random numbers. And model, linear regression, model fit, X trend, Y trend, so that it will show linear regression. And at the end, I put predictions, model predict, X test. So at the end, I chose this function MSE, mean squared error, Y test predictions, so that if some error occur, it will show me the errors. I printed F mean squared error MCE. So this is what I got, actually. This is the result. So after that, I cleaned the data using this column, fermentation time. So I decided to use this variable. After that, I imported matplotlib, and actually I I extended it to 10,000 uh, so that it will fit because it was showing me the errors. So yeah, uh, as you can see, yes, it said user warning, create a legend with log paths can be slow with large amounts of data. So that's how I got this predictive modeling results. I chose temperature. I chose bitterness as well. So as you can see, all the plot scatters. Label actual, label predicted. You can see um, these variables as legends. So bitterness, temperature. So yeah, this is what I got. Uh, and I chose black and red color for that. And after that, I did plot figure, and I chose fermentation time, brew house efficiency columns. Uh, yes, I started doing time series analysis. Uh, so yeah, this is what I got. So this is date, and this is value of my histogram. So issues and solutions, cleaning data in Hive. I conducted quality checks. I conducted quality checks because Hive functions queries were employed to address missing values and to guarantee the quality of the data. And the second thing, performance issues. The original system had performance issues, which were discovered through the analysis of a substantial 1 gigabyte brewery's dataset. Analysis was laborious and resource intensive due to memory and processing power limitations. I have decided to clean up more storage on my laptop. These modifications facilitated faster data analysis and more efficient queries. And the last thing was the difficult data transformations. This was my problem. I divided difficult transformation into smaller, more doable steps. So understand and exploration. First, the goal of the analysis was to extract valuable information from the brewery dataset. Important conclusion consists of determining the best performing products by looking at sales and customer feedback, an examination of the relationships between various parameters, including temperature, fermentation duration, and bitterness, and finally, using a time series analysis of production volume, seasonal patterns can be found. Interpretation and visualization. To understand and share the insights gleaned from the data, visualizations were made. The following categories of visual aids were produced. First, time series plots, shown production volume trends over time. Second, scatter plots, investigated correlations between important parameters such as bitterness and temperature. This is my techniques. I, I So the first was data exploration, of course, recognized important variables, comprehended the structure of the data set. Second was Hive cleaning, can be used to handle missing values, clean up the data. Third was Spark processing to increment querying, to make statistical analysis and data transformations. The fourth one was insight generation to find insightful information. And the final thing was visualization to produce visual aids to aid in the interpretation and dissemination of results. So conclusion, the project to analyze brewery data offers insightful information about the complex dynamics of brewery operations. This project effectively illustrated how to combine Hive and Spark for the analysis of a sizable dataset from a brewery. The findings are easier for stakeholders to understand thanks to the well-made visualizations. As I said in the beginning, it will help stakeholders to improve their own businesses and actually decide what to do with their analysis and research. So examining a wide range of metrics such as production volume and fermentation times provides a thorough grasp of the variables affecting the brewery market. The difficulties encountered were handled methodically, guaranteeing the accuracy and dependability of the outcomes. The findings Yes, this project lays the groundwork for further investigation and emphasizes how crucial it is to use big data tools to gain insightful knowledge about the dynamic brewery industry. These are my references. Thank you.